Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry. I've been here lots of times. I think I've got at least 2 or 3 videos cleaning this carpet. This is actually a medical building, so they keep the carpets really clean. I'm here twice a year. Been here coming here for 5 years now, and anyway, I've done this section over here already, and I was using the Ironman pad, and I was using this pad driver right here. This is a standard pad driver, and on a thin carpet, which this is, the larger pad drivers, particularly at high speed, which is 300 RPM for this machine, it gets quite twitchy feeling because the pad itself is so thin. So someone's coming.
I'm any way right now, mate.
Working hard?
Trying to. No choice, really, is that?
Nope.
No, sir.
Well, as long as you smile and bear it, right?
Yeah, there we go. You gotta have a good attitude.
Yeah.
Gotta put food in the fridge. You have a good day, my friend.
You too. Thanks for the vacuuming.
Yeah, no worries.
That's the guy that does the building maintenance here. So anyway, he went and vacuumed everything before I got here, so that's nice. Oh, where were we now? Okay, now what I was saying was, so the larger pad driver obviously has a larger footprint, and that was a 17-inch pad driver. The pad driver that this machine comes with an 18-inch pad driver, which I didn't bring. Probably should have, I guess. But what happens is the larger footprint at higher speed, with a really thin pad on a really thin carpet, makes the machine quite twitchy. It's okay, but you can definitely really notice it. So there are 2 ways that you can address that. One is to go to a thicker pad. I brought the rayon green stripe pads in as well, so we'll try that. If what I'm about to do, we'll try it both ways probably. So I did use the Ironman pad over here, and we're gonna use the Ironman pad over here. But I have this pad driver here, which is actually a 15-inch pad driver. So, and this is a, I'm not sure where I got this actually. It came with one of the machines that I picked up used. A bunch of stuff came with it, and this was one of the things that came. This is actually a high-speed pad driver, and it has this rubber donut here, which gives it a sort of a bit of a flexing ability, which makes it less twitchy. At least I think it will. I'm pretty sure it will. And the pad driver for the Centaur, the larger one, actually has a rubber donut thing. It's a high-speed one as well, and that makes a difference, and that helps these machines that are running at higher speed. It just makes them a little bit easier to handle. Not that it's really hard, but you definitely notice a difference. Like when I was running that 17-inch pad driver with that thin pad on the thin carpet, I did notice that it was a little bit of, it was kind of twitchy. So we're going to try it first of all with the 15-inch pad driver, and then we'll see what I think of that. Or I can go to the thicker pad. I think I'll just top that up while I'm here and thinking about it. And this is using Revive rocket, which is what I usually use for commercial carpets anyway. This tank holds 4 gallons, by the way. That's a lot of solution. That's almost 40 gallons right there when it's full. What am I saying? Not 40 gallons. 40 pounds. Did I say that? Anyway, 40 pounds added to the machine now. So it's got a fair amount of weight. So we're with when the tank is full, then we're up to around 130, 140 pounds. So that's pretty heavy. Okay, that definitely feels better. No, that's all right. Okay, we can work with that. Yeah, I like that. I do have a 16-inch pad driver as well. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. That's very, very smooth now. It's amazing what a difference such a just changing the pad driver will make. So if you've got a rotary, especially if you've got a, I know there's guys out there that are using 20-inch rotaries, and if you're using a 20-inch rotary, you probably have an 18-inch pad driver, I guess. And if you're finding it a real bear to handle on certain carpets, it's probably almost certainly because of the pad driver you're using. Because if it's a standard solid pad driver, the way most of them are, then yeah, you're going to feel, it'll feel really twitchy at high speed under the machine. So bear that in mind. Now I've recorded cleaning this carpet at least 3 times over the last 2 years. I think I have cleaned it with my Orbitech machine. I know that. The first time I cleaned it, I know I did. And I think the last time I think I used my Hawk 300, and before that I used my Vibe. So I've used every machine on this carpet. And I do definitely prefer using the rotary. And one of the things that I do like better when using the rotary is I'm actually doing far less actual steps. Because if I was cleaning with the Vibe, I'd be walking as far as I can reach, and then turning around and coming back, and then turning around and going back, and then coming back this way again, probably at least 4 times or 5 times, or depending. Whereas with the rotary, hang on a sec, pull the slack here. There we go. With the rotary, all I'm doing is very slowly stepping. And then another step. And then another step. So I'm actually doing far fewer actual steps or strides on the carpet. And as far as the maneuvering of the machine, this is taking, there's no effort really to this, because all I'm doing is slightly lifting and slightly lowering the handle to make the machine go right and left. I'm not putting any, I'm not using my arms to cause it to go left or right. I'm just letting the machine pull itself, because that's the way that the rotary works. You kind of balance the rotary on the spinning pad, and it kind of acts like power steering. There's really no effort to it at all. And as long as you're holding it in the right position, my arms are almost straight. The handle is just slightly below my waist. I'm at the end of my line here. Okay. Thought I'd make it all the way over there. But yeah, it's just very easy to do. But the trick about using the rotary is, in order to get the the proper cleaning out of it, you need to be very careful with how you maneuver the machine across the floor, making sure that you do nice, even passes, and then I'm shower feeding. Now, I actually did pre-spray. I did a light pre-spray, by the way, with some Procyon Extreme. It's a very light pre-spray because it doesn't really need it much. But anyway, so when I'm feeding down, I feed down as I go to the right. I'm feeding in a little. When I go to the right, I go. That's it. I'm just making sure that this pad remains damp. Not soaking wet, just damp. So it's on and off, just like that. So this is at 300 RPM, by the way, and it's doing 360-degree passes per second on the carpet. So that's translating into a tremendous amount of cleaning energy, as it were, onto the carpet. There we are, 200 RPM, which feels very slow. And of course at 175 is going to be even slower. Not that you can't do it, of course you can. You can clean all day long with a 175, and it's just that this is a little, well, this will be better because you're doing 125 more cleaning revolutions on the carpet. So that's going to give you more cleaning power. And I've read some comments from people saying, well, the problem with the rotary, the 300 RPM rotary, is that the pad is moving so fast across the carpet it doesn't dig into the carpet. And that's based on no actual fact, but rather just a feeling or an opinion. And that'll almost always be somebody who actually doesn't use one or doesn't like rotaries or whatever. You know, they're not speaking from experience or knowledge. They're just trying to come up with, well, some negative comment. But it's not necessarily, they're not talking from experience. I've been doing it for many, many years, and obviously there's no issue. The higher speed gives you a faster cleaning. Anyway, and I've shown in videos not too long ago that I can easily clean over 4,000 square feet an hour with this machine. And there's not very many machines that are going to be able to perform at that high volume. And so that translates into a machine that can really produce the square feet. And if you're doing that higher square feet and you're charging by the square foot, you're going to make more money per hour. And of course, you can buy a 300 RPM machine pretty cheap. Brand new. There's different manufacturers that are selling them for under $2,000. Many different manufacturers have options as far as that go. And of course, this machine is the one that I recommend as being the best out there overall. There's many features about it that make it a better choice, and it's certainly a very high quality machine, certainly higher quality than the average machine, the way that it's built. And if you go onto the CentaurMachines.com website, you'll find plenty of information all about that. Don't take my word for it. Go and check it out yourself. and its versatility, its ability to, and here I am, I can clean with up to an 18-inch pad driver if I want to, or I can go down to a 13-inch pad driver if I want to, which gives it the ability to be an ideal commercial carpet cleaning machine, or a very, very excellent residential. And I do prefer rotary for, well, actually I prefer rotary for both residential and commercial. But you can still do this kind of work, this soil extraction transfer technology. If you want to use an orbital machine, you can certainly do that. And I have them, and I use them, and they're fine, but I prefer the rotary. So it's not a huge big deal, but I've been standing up for the rotary all these years, and for good reason. So, and I did decide fairly recently that the rotary I would recommend as being the ideal choice as the official SETT soil extraction transfer technology rotary machine would be the Centaur machine, which is actually made in Canada, coincidentally. But that's just an added bonus since I'm in Canada. But they're sold in the States too, so you can get it. There's a couple of distributors down there, or you can get a hold of Centaur, and if there isn't a distributor near you that can supply one, if you're looking for one, they will sell it to you directly. This is not an inexpensive machine. If you're looking for a cheaper machine, there's lots out there that are less money, but you need to look at the advantages and disadvantages of each one. I have a Hawk. It's the 900 RPM rotary, and Hawk is a good brand. It's pretty much a standard type of machine, just the way they put it together, and it's better than some, I think. And I have an NSS as well. I did a recent video talking about the handle release on that one, and showing that it's a standard type of a machine with the way they put the frame and the motor and everything together, and it has an issue with the handle release. You can replace the parts, but it is a very common issue with that type of machine because of the pinching mechanism that they have. Whereas a machine like this has this device here. You can see this is solid cast aluminum, and it's just a much better way to go. It's not going to wear out. It's not going to cause you a problem in just a few years. And of course the handle release is right there, which is handy. Not too many machines have that. That is a very good advantage, particularly when you're doing residential work where you tend to stop and raise and lower the handle a lot more often. It's not a make or break thing, but it does help. Makes your job just a little bit easier. So I'm almost done this floor. I've got another floor which is identical below me, and some doormats, and 3 stairwells to do. Okay, let's take this over here. We'll take a look at the pad when we get over to the tile over here. Ooh, that's pretty dirty. Yeah, that's what it looked like. I think it needed it. Okay, I'm gonna let you go. Actually, tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do something here. We're gonna put this aside, and I'm gonna put this on here. This was the pad I used over here. I'm gonna run this pad on here. Oh, I gotta get it wet because it's dry already. That's the Procyon Extreme in there. Okay. So this will be that's the 17-inch pad driver, and that's a 19-inch green stripe rayon pad on there. I'm just going to run over to the pathway. I'm just kind of curious to see if this picks up anything more. It'll just take a couple minutes. I got all day. Oh, I like that better. Yeah. Okay, I can definitely feel that definitely feels better under the machine. It's amazing what a difference different pads will make. I can feel this pad, how do I explain this? I can feel it digging in, and yet it's really smooth. So we'll just do a quick roll over here. Usually when I get here, there's usually quite a few spots and spills to deal with, and I'm doing this twice a year. It's a good job. And I think I mentioned the last time I was here that this building was getting maintained by RotoSETT. I came into this building 10 years or more ago. I'm not sure why I was here. And RotoSETT was in here cleaning the carpets. I don't know if it was these carpets or if these carpets were replaced since then. I don't know. I don't remember that. But I remember his wife was actually cleaning the steps with a like a handheld rotary. I don't know what. I've never seen that machine before or since. Although I have a machine, by the way, like that. One day I'll have to. I think I did a video on it. But it's a brute, I'm telling you. You wouldn't want to clean the steps with it. It's like a what do they call that? The step daddy, I think. The Trinity machine. Only this is a rotary, and it's like it must be at least 50 pounds. Step dad. That's what they call it. There's the step son and the step dad. But in order to use a machine like that, you got to get down on your hands and knees, and that's not. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Not for me, anyway. So I won't need to go over to the down that little hallway to the right much. It doesn't look like people come through there very much. We'll just be right here. Oops. Ow. Back into the wall. Yeah, this definitely is moving on the carpet better than the Iron Man was. You can see how fast I can move the machine. I'm not trying to make it go fast. I'm just letting it go fast as it wants to. Really. Be interesting to see what this picks up, if anything. Okay, we'll go over this way. Okay, let's go back. We'll take a look at the pad. We're all curious to see this, I'm sure. The answer is, oh, it definitely picks something up. Not a lot, but anyway, okay. So what I'm going to do is the floor below me, I'm going to start with one of these, and then we'll take a look at it there. Okay, so I'll let you go now, and I'll continue on. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.